Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It started with a bang. It's still there. The Nifty 355 points higher, 233 points higher at this point of time at 23855. The day's high was 24,011, which got stuck in the first 1 or 2 minutes of trade. From then on, it's a bit of a profit booking, but the rally across the board is fairly strong. You have the Nifty Mid-Cap 100 Index up 848 points, that 1.4% higher. The Small Cap 100 Index has gained 1.2%, 18,420. The rupee has appreciated by 52 paisa versus the dollar. That's a source of strength. Oil prices are down 4%, around 200-day DMA, and this is all because over the weekend there was this huge noise that finally we may have seen the back of the Mideast war, with both US and Iran confirming that a peace deal was on the table, and by this Friday it would be signed. Let's get back into the internals of the market. Very strong advance decline ratio, 2,440 shares in the green versus 517 that are in the red. In terms of other sectors posting gains, very smart rallies coming into the Nifty Realty Index, 3.9% higher. 10 out of 10 stocks in very good shape as far as gainers are concerned. The next in the hierarchy of gainers is the Autos Index, 2.6% higher. That's more or less expected because oil prices have eased. That essentially means lower prices for pump retail fuel prices, and that is good news for stocks like Eicher Motors, Maruti, Tata Motors and Ashok Leyland in particular. Now come to the mid-cap space. See the rally that's happening in the Nifty Next 50. These were all stocks and indices that had shown a strong bullish crossover, something that we've pointed out in the morning. 2.5% higher on the Nifty Next 50. The Alpha 50, a very strong rebound in the metal space, 1.8% higher, so on and so forth. It's a very sharp rally. Let's also look at all the winners that you are seeing in the market today. Very sharp rallies coming into auto ancillary stocks. Gabriel India, 11.5% higher. Volume, let's look at volume today. It's a happy day since morning, and bulls are rejoicing the very smart uptick that's happening on the markets. HDFC Bank 0.7% higher, almost 2,800 crores worth of transactions done. We still have about half an hour left. No stopping IFCI. This is the NSE IPO news rub-off. Remember, IFCI holds an indirect 2.5% stake in soon to be listed NSE, and that's rubbing off very well on the stock price. Friday's 20% rally is followed by today's 6.3% uptick. Strong volumes, 2,500 crores for you. Reliance, BSE, L&T, M&M are the other winners. In particular, keep an eye out on M&M and Ashok Leyland. These have stocks that have corrected about 20-25% from all-time peaks and are now seeing quality buying, quality volume, as also strong demand. New highs today look no further than Aditya Birla AMC. Also giving it company is the larger AMC NAM India, 4% higher on NAM, and Aditya Birla is up 2.2. From the banking side, you have J&K Bank from the PSU setup, 1.8% higher, Federal Bank 0.5% higher, and of course VTL, which is Vardhaman Textiles, 1.7% higher. Volume buzzers are in strength. Look at hospital stock, hotel stock, the Leela, 6.3% higher. You have Castrol India, 1.7% higher. Very strong volumes. Tire stocks are doing pretty well because their prices are linked to crude oil prices in terms of raw materials. If that goes down, well, that's a big win for tire stocks as well. Joining us on the show is Nilesh Jain, VP and Head of Technicals and Derivatives Research at Centrum Finverse. Namaste Nilesh ji, long time. Good to be back. Sentiment is on good on Dalal Street, but somehow 24,000 eluded Nifty today.
Very good afternoon to you. Well, absolutely a very great start for the week, I would say, for the second straight session. A very strong momentum we have seen in the Nifty, but 24,000 has acted as a very strong barrier. It's a kind of a steady wall, I would say, because there's a strike which has the maximum OI concentration on derivative front. So that is going to act as a strong resistance. The next leg of up move can only be seen if Nifty takes out 24,000 level decisively. Now, uh, right now, we are witnessing some bit of profit taking. Now, today we opened with a gap up, and that gap area, Nifty making an attempt to fill that particular gap. But yes, there are important supports in between. The immediate support I can see on the chart is at 23,750. That's the 50-day moving average. I believe Nifty should find support at 23,750 and may witness a rebound going forward. Another positive development today we have seen on India VIX. It has cooled off by 3%, and it is approaching towards its further comfortable level at 14. So that is another positive sign. At the peak, it went to almost 29 levels. So we have seen 50% correction in the volatility index India week. So that's a major positive for the markets as well. So overall, looking at the setup, I believe there could be possibility we may see some consolidation, some profit taking again. There may not be any vertical run up because the geopolitical tension, although there are signs that it may, cooling off going forward. But yes, we need to wait and watch out for the further development. Till then, we expect Nifty to oscillate in the range of 23,700 to 24,000. So that's going to be a 300-point tight range for the Nifty.
Okay. Nilesh, what are the stocks that are looking in good to you in particular within the Nifty and within the futures space?
Right. So auto space, as you have rightly pointed out, the counters like Aichi Motors specifically, where we have seen a very good breakout coming in. It's a kind of ascending triangle pattern breakout that we have seen today. So a good setup in Aichi Motor for a follow-up move towards 7750 to 7800 on the upside. So buy and decline should be the strategy. Keeping a stop loss below 7480, Aichi Motor is a buy. Apart from that, we have also seen a very strong momentum in the NBFC space, gold financing companies as well. So Manappuram Finance, a very good rebound for the third consecutive session. So we expect a follow-up move towards 325 to 330 on the upside. So Manappuram Finance is the buy. Keeping a stop loss below 309 on the upside, we can expect a move towards 330 to 335.
Okay. So the auto space and the gold financing space is what catches your attention. Nilesh, against the backdrop of this easing conflict in the Middle East, what is your view on L&T now? This was a stock that was beaten very badly because of its strong order book coming in from this very recent conflict zone. With the war sort of trying to come to a close, how do you see L&T today up 3%?
Well, indeed, a very good setup in L&T. We have seen a gap up opening, and before that as well, throughout the last week, we saw it was trading it's near about its 200, 150, 21. All the moving averages are placed somewhere around 3850 to 3950 in that range. So we have seen it has taken a very strong support specifically towards its 200 TMA, and now after today's breakout, looks like it is heading towards 4300 to 4400 on the upside, and quite possible it may scale to a fresh record highs as well. So overall setup looks positive, but buy and decline should be the strategy because markets are likely to remain volatile, and we can expect some bit of profit taking at the high levels once again. So yes, if you get any dip towards 4100 or below that, that can be used as a buying opportunity. Keep a stop loss at 4000, and on the upside, we may see the levels of 4300 to 4400.
Okay. Nilesh, strong view coming in on tire stocks as well. Look at SEAT, look at JK Tire, look at Apollo Tires. They are amongst the top winners. What is your idea about these beaten down entities? What looks good? What looks better?
Well, absolutely. In fact, crude sensitive sectors and stocks are doing well today. So in the tire space specifically, where we have seen a lot of corrections of late, and now we are witnessing some bit of rebound from the lower levels. So yes, we can expect this pullback to continue on the upside as long as Brent crude remains below $90. So these are the sectors likely to be beneficiary. So within this space, CEAT Limited, that particular counter is looking positive for 3600 kind of levels on the upside. with a stop loss below 33.50. It's a buy and decline kind of structure for CX. Another stock, that's Apollo Tyre, that is also looking positive after today's gap up opening. So looks positive for 425, 430 levels on the upside. One can keep a stop loss below 408. And yes, it's a buy and decline for Apollo Tyre as well.
Okay, okay, wonderful. That sounds good. Record highs coming into JK Bank, into Federal Bank. How are you watching these two shares?
Well, out of these two banks, specifically Federal Bank is comparatively looking better. Reason being, we have seen a good breakout from the levels of 300, and since then the counter is sustaining above near about its record high level. So that's a positive for Federal Bank. Looks strong, and we can expect further uptick to continue maybe towards 325 to 330 in the near term. So one can keep a stop loss below 300 and stay put if somebody is already holding the long position. Now coming to JNK Bank, we have already seen 14% jump in this series so far. But with that, it has also given a multi-month, or I would say a multi-year breakout. If you see, since 2014, this has been almost 12 years long consolidation that has finally been taken off. So it's a multi-year breakout candidate. That's GNK Bank. We can expect positional upside maybe towards 170 to 180. So keeping a stop loss below 152, GNK Bank is a buy and decline kind of a structure.
Okay, Maharashtra Bank, ladies and gentlemen, in top form today. We've had an intraday high of 91.1, now at 89 rupees 15 paisa. What are the medium-term charts of Bank of Maharashtra telling you, Nilesh ji?
Right. In fact, if you see, all these small banks are doing good. We have seen good momentum in South Bank as well. But yes, coming to Maharashtra Bank, the near-term outlook still looks strong for further upside towards 92 to 95. And it has immediate support at 85 levels. So that should be the stop loss. And in the near term, we can expect this momentum to continue towards 95. And from a positional perspective, it has a potential to move towards 98 to 100 as well.
Okay, let me just take a detour into the market. It's almost 3:14. Last 15-16 minutes of trade are left. Let me just share with you the gainers that have contributed to Nifty's 200-point rally. I so wish the closing was above 24,000, but it isn't. Well, L&T is the top contributor. You have a 2.7% uptick, and it's adding 29 points to the Nifty's total. M&M adding 17 points. Reliance adding 16, Infosys, Shriram Finance and Bajaj Finance pulling up 12 and 13 and 12.5 points respectively. What's pulling the Nifty down? For some strange reason, ICICI Bank 1% lower, NTPC, HLL, Hindalco, Bajaj Auto, ONGC weak. So that's the structure. Nilesh ji, a view on OMCs. They are also rallying because of a fall in oil prices. HPCL, what do you think of that one?
So yes, the oil sensitive counters and sectors are doing well. OMC is one of them. We have seen a lot of corrections across all the counters. But now, if you see, it has formed a good base formation with oil cooling off, and we have already seen the surge in the prices of the petrol and diesel. So it's a good beneficiary for all the OMC counters. HPCL, we can expect a follow-up on the upside towards 420, 425. So one can keep a stop loss below 385, and that's again a long bet can be taken on declines. And yes, BPCL also has a positive setup.
We'll be back shortly. A quick break, ladies and gentlemen. Just 15 minutes left to what has been a fantastic day so far. India is young and the Nifty is younger still. We are at the cusp of greater glory and phenomenal wealth creation. Catch India's magnificent rally and make it a part of your booming portfolio. Look out for the next set of multi-baggers at BTTV.
From how the markets move today to what's setting the stage for tomorrow. From tariffs to taxes, mutual funds to your daily stock queries. Join me as I decode the biggest wealth-creating ideas for you at the closing bell. Watch me as I bring to you the Business Today show every weekday at 3 p.m. only on India Today.
Presented by National Stock Exchange.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The final 15 minutes of trade right there in front of you. We'll start with the banking sector. It's in top shape today. Strength in HDFC Bank for a change. You have Kotak and Axis in good shape, but it's the mid caps, the smaller ones, the old world private sector banks that are humming with gains. Look at Federal. Look at Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank, South Indian Bank. If you look at the weekly pictures on these stocks, they've done a phenomenal job in terms of creating modest wealth over the last 10 odd trading sessions. Look at how banks have moved within the PSU basket. Bank of Baroda today. Look at Maharashtra Bank. This is where the rally is coming in. And of course, who can forget the rally that's starting in the NBFC space. I'll request the PCR to kindly show us the chart of the Nifty Financial Services Index. Strong gains, a gap up above 200-day moving average, and it's held on. It's held on. What you see is a fairly sharp move coming in today, but over the last 2 or 3 trading sessions, the NBFC pocket has been flush with gains. Bajaj Finance, Shriram Finance, Cholamandalam Finance, all 3 of them, the 3 largest NBFCs in India, are flush with gains today. Nilesh ji, would you want to share your view on Bajaj and Shriram?
Well, absolutely. In fact, if you see, the NBFC space is doing quite well today. Across all NBFC counters, we have seen a big gap up opening, and good part is that after gap up opening, all these counters are sustaining above their respective gaps. And Shriram Finance continues to remain our preferred bet within this particular space. So we can expect further upside to continue towards 1020 to 1040 in the near term. So one can keep a stop loss below 980 and remain long in this particular counter. Apart from that, Bajaj Finance, a similar kind of gap up we have seen, and it has broken out from its immediate resistance of 920. So that's going to act as immediate support, and we can expect a gradual uptick towards 980 to 1000 in the near term.
Okay, what are the stocks that you're looking forward to for tomorrow?
Yes, in fact, one particular counter just broken out, that's ABSL AMC, Aditya Birla AMC. Very good breakout that came at 1125, 1130 zone. We have already seen a very quick spurt, but just in case if you get any dip towards 1140, 1145, that can be a good entry point. We are expecting a move towards 1175 to 1200 from a BTST or a short-term perspective. So one can keep a stop loss below 1120 and go long in Aditya Birla AMC. That's one particular counter that we are liking at present.
Okay, fair point. Giving it August company is NAM India. You should see the strength building up on that one. Look at how ICICI AMC is performing. That's also moving up. And of course, you have the eternal favorites in the form of HDFC AMC. The entire capital markets setup is fairly strong, but mutual fund data a bit of a concern for the month of May. Lots of profit booking, lots of SIPs being stopped. Be that as it may, such is life. Let's look at Chennai Petro. This is again a stock which is fairly in strength. How are you watching Chennai Petro at this point of time? 1206, and it's about 3.4% away from its 52-week high.
Well, a very strong setup, I would say, for Chennai Petro. We have already seen a good momentum in the previous week. Some bit of cool off was seen towards the Thursday and Friday, but now once again the momentum has picked up. So we can expect a further upside move towards 1235 to 1250 on the upside. So fresh record high is something that we are expecting in Chennai Petro. So one can keep a stop loss below 1160 and go long in Chennai Petro on declines for immediate target of 1240 to 1260 in the near term.
Okay. That's the segment that you're talking about in terms of gains. Another fairly strong breakout in the 750 NSE 500 index is happening on delivery. This is a logistics company, and many logistics stocks are on the ascendant, including delivery. Let's see what Nilesh's view is.
Well, a very good setup in delivery as well, because if you see in last couple of weeks, the counter was stuck in a very tight range where it was facing resistance at 445 that has finally been taken off in today's trading session. Although the second and important hurdle of his 50 DMA that is placed at 456. So just in case if it sustains above 456, then we can expect a further uptick towards 465 to 485 in the near term. So overall setup looks positive. Accumulation is happening in the zone in the range of 425 to 440, and now it is getting ready for another leg on the upside towards 475 to 480 in the near term.
Okay, what are the other stocks that are showing signs of strength in the last half an hour or so? We've discussed Aditya Birla, we've discussed delivery. Look at Radico. This is again a domestic liquor company, very strong in its recent launches of Indian Scotch at the top end, products that have been very well received by the market. Now running towards a fresh record high, today 56 rupees higher at almost 3600. Early morning you had seen it cross 3600. Nilesh ji, I am sure you do not consume the products made by Radico Khaitan, but what are the charts telling you?
Well, I do not consume the product made by any liquor company. So Radico, see, on technical front, this has been the only liquor company that is being doing good in a couple of months now. On the contrary, if you see United Spirit, UBL, all other liquor counters having trading in a lower top and lower top formation, but Radico has been one of the outperformer, and it has reached towards its all-time high, maybe around 3620, 3630 kind of levels we can expect on immediate basis. But yes, positionally the structure looks strong for 3650 to 3700 in the near term, and it can be added in a staggered manner, keeping a stop loss below 3450. Positionally, this particular counter has a better setup.
Okay, fair point. So that's the structure. 6 minutes left for the market to close. Let's try and about 5 minutes left for the market to wrap up. Let's take a final view coming in from Nilesh. Nilesh, what about tomorrow? Weekly expiry of